By the time that this video goes live, Bitcoin will probably be trading well over $100,000. We are sitting at a $3.3 trillion overall market cap of crypto, and altcoins are starting to wake up. And in this video, I'm going to be talking a lot about, a lot of these projects like XRP, XLM, XDC, Algo, even HBAR, and really kind of showing you guys that guess what? The biggest moves of the cycle have yet to even hit the space. And I know that that sounds crazy to even hear because of how high some of these projects already are, but guys, we are just beginning. So with that being said, welcome to the channel, everyone. My name is Nick. For those that are new to the channel, hopefully by the end of this video, you do become a subscriber. And also, by the way, down in the description below, there is a 50% off ad right now for my Discord. If you guys do want to join it, you guys are more than welcome to. That is going to end at the end of the month. So let's actually talk about Bitcoin. Let's talk about Ethereum. Let's talk about the overall market. So for those that are new to crypto, maybe this is your first cycle, maybe you don't know how cycles work. It's okay. It's all a learning curve, right? Bitcoin. It all starts with Bitcoin going crazy. And so far, if we actually look at Bitcoin in the last year, it is up 171%. Obviously, if we go back to the bear market, Bitcoin is up a lot more than that. But for the most part, Bitcoin has been going on an absolute tear. And this has been putting a lot of spotlight on Bitcoin. And just like typical cycles, we have Bitcoin begin the entire move. And then after Bitcoin comes Ethereum. Now, the thing about Ethereum is that in the last year, Ethereum is only up 62.52% versus Bitcoin's 171%. If we're talking about phase 2 of the cycle, which is after Bitcoin goes on a crazy tear, everyone's looking at Bitcoin, phase 2 of the cycle starts where it's Ethereum. And then Ethereum starts to actually outperform Bitcoin, and we also see dominance usurped from Bitcoin into Ethereum. We have yet to see that just yet. In fact, Bitcoin has already broken over its March highs. Ethereum is still a bit away from its March highs of over $4,000. So what this is telling me is that we are still early into the phase 2 of the cycle, and phase 3 is when altcoins actually start going crazy parabolic. So we have a little bit of a ways to go. And while we wait for that, look at the 24-hour span. XLM up 30% almost, sitting pretty at 31%. It's actually over 30% now on the 24-hour, but it's sitting at about roughly 31 cents. XRP up almost 30% on the 24-hour span as well, sitting pretty at $1.46. Look at ADA. ADA up 22%, guys. ADA has been going crazy. Algo up 17.62%. HBAR also up 12.10%. And we're not even talking about the 7-day figures, because if we go to the 7-day figures, HBAR is up 97.45%. XLM up 128.46%. ADA up 43.61%. I mean, this entire market, even QNC, everything is starting to erupt. But this is just the beginning. Now, what's crazy about this is Jim Cramer just recently went on mainstream media. I'm not going to play this because there is a song behind it that's potentially copyright. But basically, all he said was, all I can tell you is own Bitcoin. That's a winner. Now, this is Jim Cramer. Now, everyone is probably concerned about this because the inverse effect typically happens. In my opinion, the way that I perceive this is, yes, we are still in a Bitcoin season. If we're going and looking at the index over here from altcoin season, this is the indicator that actually shows us when alt season officially begins, when it actually is happening. The way that I look at this is they're FOMOing people into Bitcoin. Bitcoin's not going to go up much more. The next phase is going to be Ethereum and altcoins. So I do think that this is kind of getting a little bit... a lot of people are kind of misunderstanding what this means because they're thinking that Bitcoin's about to crash. Yeah, we'll probably pull back from 100K. 100K is a big emotional level. It's a psychological level, especially for a lot of traders. So we'll probably have a pullback. It's nothing to be concerned about, in my opinion, especially considering the fact that the last month it's up like almost 51%. So a little bit of a pullback is to be expected. But outside of this, right, I have been watching Bitcoin dominance because as everyone is getting excited on altcoins because of how significantly they are up on the 7-day span, right? We're seeing a massive move across the board. Guys, Bitcoin dominance is still not topped out. It's still not selling off. We're still in a Bitcoin season. It's clear from this chart, but it's also clear from the altcoin season index. But one thing that I've been watching for is Bitcoin dominance on the 12-month. Guys, this is very important to focus on because this is the 12-month for Bitcoin dominance. And if we go back to previous cycles, here we have January of 2018. This was the top of the 2017-2018 bull market. This is when Bitcoin dominance actually bottomed out and it started to have a nice run up. And then, of course, we have January 2019. Then we have January of 2020. And then you guys do see 2021, boom, alt season. And the same pattern is here as well. 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025 seems like it's going to be the year of altcoins. And I do think that we're kind of playing into the same exact pattern of 2020, 2021, where most altcoins should be topped out around March roughly, especially considering the fact that we are starting to see the biggest moves happening now. If we go back to 2020 into 2021, a lot of the bigger moves were actually starting around January of 2021. So now that we're starting to see them kind of towards the end of November, I would argue sometime around February, March might be the top for the market. We'll definitely have to watch, wait, and see. Obviously, we'll address that at that time. But there's one thing that's clear from this chart, and it's we're getting close to alt season. And even others' dominance, we're still waiting on a big impulsive move here off of the lows, going all the way back to 2019. Here's 2020. Here's also 2023. Every single time that we've retested this bottom trend line, we've seen a big impulsive move to the upside. Now we're 9 days away from the candle close on this chart because this is the 3-week chart. I'm watching, I'm waiting, and I'm going to be seeing what happens here. But I'm expecting an impulsive move very, very soon, probably by the end of this week into the beginning of, next week, especially considering the fact that we are 9 days away from the candle body close on this chart. So we'll have to watch it closely. But others' dominance looks like it's ready to have a big surge to the upside once we start to see Bitcoin dominance starting to sell off. Now, one thing that I will stress is that a lot of you are not prepared. Even though XRP, XLM, XDC, Algo, ADA, HBAR, they're all up significantly. In the last month, this is the last month on almost all of these projects. I mean, it is actually crazy to see these gains. It's 100% plus across the board, essentially, except for XDC. XDC is still kind of cooling off a little bit, around 67%. But XRP up almost 200%. XLM up over 200%. Algo up over 105%, HBAR up over 169%. But one thing that I will stress is that you are not emotionally prepared for what's coming. If this is your first cycle, you're not emotionally prepared. Even if this is your second cycle, you are not emotionally prepared. You have to have a plan now. I said, I'm watching a lot of people getting excited, but I am also watching a lot of people getting worried. I just want you all to know right now that you are not bullish enough. We have watched the entire crypto market go parabolic over the last few weeks with the new administration pushing for a complete realignment of regulatory bodies and for a pro-crypto stance. We are in for a very exciting ride. Altcoins like XRP, HBAR, XLM, Algo, QNT, Casper, and many others have recently bounced significantly. The number one thing to focus on is that Bitcoin dominance is still over / at 60% plus, which is nowhere close to what alt season looks like. If these recent moves got you pumped up, you have no idea what's coming. Euphoria has yet to touch the space, and there is still a lot more fuel in the tank for us to pump significantly higher, and we will. You need to have a plan now and make sure you abide by it, because over the next few weeks / months, millionaires are about to be created and obliterated. Remember the golden rule: take profits, not screenshots. And yes, this is very important because, as we look at these altcoins, things are moving very, very fast right now. It's actually getting very exciting. But the problem is that, if we go back to previous cycles, just for reference, okay, I just want to grab one project, and that is going to be Solana, okay? Now, a lot of people will call me indifferent on this because this is a VC-backed project, but there is a lot of moves like this that could easily be documented from 2021. Guys, this move from we're talking sub $1 back here in 2020 to over $250 made so many people millionaires. But what also happened was a lot of people not taking profits, sitting there, being excited, bragging about their profits, and all of a sudden, this happened. A massive sell-off into a bear market low of sub $10. I want to stress this to all of you because life-changing gains will definitely be made over the coming weeks, but they will also be wiped out because if you don't take profits, the market will. I stress this so many times to people. You need to make sure that you have a plan. Have an exit plan in place. I have always told you guys, it's very easy to hit the buy button. It's very hard to hit the sell button because you get emotions. And the emotions are, all right, well, it's already up like at $250. This has to go much higher. It has to. Everyone's excited. Everyone's, posting this chart, that chart. It's all noise. You need to make sure that you are not having your judgment clouded at all. But over the last couple of weeks, guys, we have been seeing some crazy stuff. I even said it over on X as well. I mentioned that the past month has been absolutely insane for crypto because we now have President-elect Donald Trump's Crypto Advisory Council expected to set up a strategic Bitcoin reserve. This is also, coming off of the back of this. Trump Media files a trademark for TruthFi to offer digital wallets, crypto payments, and financial services. And then last but not least, of course, we have the Trump team is reportedly considering creating the first White House crypto role. I mean, listen, this entire last month since the election has been nothing but massive. I mean, it hasn't even been a full month. It hasn't. And it's crazy to me that, people still don't realize how fast this market actually moves. They don't call it a volatile asset class for no reason. This is exactly why. Because I have watched Bitcoin, trail sideways. If we're talking about Bitcoin, guys, if you were here during 2022 into now, right? This whole phase from roughly like November of 2022 all the way through 2023, leading into roughly like October of 2023. Guys, that whole time period there was nothing but boring. It was just sideways price action. And also altcoins just recently getting absolutely slaughtered. A lot of these price charts, guys, they look beautiful now. But if we go back, look at this. A lot of them were just going sideways. Nobody cared about altcoins during this time. Same with XLM. Same with almost every single one of these charts. I could grab any chart. I could grab Solana, for an example, right? Solana was also very boring at some point in time. Of course, yeah, it woke up initially back in, late 2023. But for the most part, a lot of these projects were just going very, very sideways, boring. Nobody cared about them. They were selling off. Even HBAR. If I grab HBAR, guys, yeah, we have a nice little, spike up back here. But this thing was going sideways for this entire time before this nice spike. Every single person that I saw in the comments over on X, everyone was capitulating on altcoins. They were like, they are done. There's not going to be an alt season. And all of a sudden, now we have everyone getting excited about altcoins again. And it's the same exact thing, cycle over cycle. Back in 2017, 2018, same exact thing. Back in, 2020, 2021, same exact thing. And now we are witnessing some very strong moves. Absolutely love to see it. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, though. Make sure that you guys have a plan. Make sure that you guys are prepared. The Discord also has a ton of, catered exit plans. So if you guys do want to go check that out, you guys are more than welcome to. And with that being said, if you guys did enjoy this video, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on because more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Thanks for watching. Peace out.